you enjoy working here?
Yeah.
You know? Very different, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you prefer working here or in the shop?
I don't mind either or.
So different. She's got to show me the sink too. What do you like about it?
Oh, I like it. I mean, it's quite nice wear. I mean, it looks classy. That's what I like about it. You get to dress well.
Yeah.
So yeah.
It's very special, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. It is very special. Yeah.
Absolutely, because once again, it makes people more familiar with our store, and it's a more genuine way of advertising rather than a social media post or a radio ad. This is advertising that they can taste, and we'll draw them back to the store in the city that they're already familiar with anyway.
It was busy last night, wasn't it?
At the cafe.
Was that normal? Or?
It was a good Saturday night. Yeah,
Saturday.
yeah. The city was electric last night. It was a buzz, and we got our share. We got our share.
You're getting your share here at Florence?
We get our fair share. Yeah.
Compared with the other years?
I think we've always drawn a crowd because of the offering and also the way it's presented as well. Yeah, absolutely. At any event, it's a spectacle and people want to see what it is. So.
Oh, we are loving today. This morning we went to the Arboretum.
Oh, yes, that's right, for the balloons.
Arboretum. And we watched the balloons. And then we've come here this evening, and it's just fantastic. We were here last night, and it's just amazing.
Our daughter moved here last year, but I tell you what, she's taken us to so many beautiful places. Canberra blows us away. I'm really surprised. I just was so shocked. I thought such lovely places to go to. We went to the zoo today, and that's amazing. And this, I think, how lucky are you to have all this on offer for free? Goodness me.
We're so grateful.
Yes, yeah. And your gardens are beautiful, and it's just a lovely place. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's lovely.
one of our favourites actually.
Is it? Yeah. Yes.
What about have you tried the gelato yet?
We had some last night. We had the avocado and biscotti, and that avocado I didn't think was going to be nice, but it was really quite lovely.
It's strange.
Yeah, avocado ice cream. Yeah, it's unusual, but yeah.
And you,
Like having vegetables, isn't it?
you had salted caramel, didn't
Salted
you?
caramel.
And you loved that too. Yeah. It was beautiful ice cream.
What's happening, huh? You've got a queue now.
The limousine always draws a crowd at these events.
Is that right? So it's been here for a few years, has it?
Indeed.
Tell us about it.
So it was an idea conceptualised by my father, who tried to employ
I've got a picture.
engineers around the world to make his idea come to fruition, and that proved a difficult task. His idea was said could not be done, and here we are. It's operational, it works, it draws a crowd, and it's a novelty. It's the only one of its kind in the world, and my dad has a patent on it as well.
You had to what?
A patent on the design.
You're kidding.
No. So people marvel that that the vehicle actually is operational and drives. It's registered. So what happens is, with the press of a button, the gelato fridges come in. Second button brings down the door, and just drive away.
Yeah.
How come your dad is a deli man? How come he came up with this?
My dad's he's an entrepreneur, and he likes to give things a go, and he backs himself, and he has the support of my mother and the support of his family. So that makes it a lot easier for him to explore ideas and to give it a go, with full support.
Can you open the bonnet?
Can we open the bonnet?
Yeah.
Sure.
Open the bonnet.
All right. Have a look at the old V8.
Yeah.
Now,
It wouldn't be the old.
well, it's an American vehicle. It's been converted, right? So the hood release is actually on the passenger side.
You're kidding.
Yeah.
So this is a Ford?
It's a Ford. It's a Lincoln town car.
So
Ford Lincoln town
No,
car.
Ford, it's a Lincoln.
It's a Lincoln.
Right, a Lincoln. It's the top of the Fords, you know? Give it, tell me.
Well, it's the same one that was in the Crocodile Dundee.
You're kidding.
Yeah, the same
Right,
model.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Open the bonnet.
Let's have a look.
Open your lid.
All right, let's have a look.
Sorry, guys. Don't be afraid of me.
A bit dusty from today's events. Very dusty, but it runs smooth as. Very smooth.
So, who looks after it?
I do as best I can. I'm responsible for it.
You let the standard drop a bit here.
It's a little bit
On
messy,
the
isn't
outside's
it?
beautiful, on the
Yeah,
inside's
well-
not so good, is it?
It's not. It's not.
That's beautiful.
Right.
Beautiful. It's an amazing engine, isn't it?
So it's got two alternators actually. That's for the. That alternator charges this battery.
Yeah.
This alternator charges the auxiliary battery that was put in to support the opening and closing of the mechanisms on the side.
So it's all related.
Yeah, it's all related. So it all works when you need it to. But it drives really well. It drives amazingly well for its weight.
So where do you take it after here? It stays here for 5 days?
Once this is over, it's housed at our Wallaroo Road property. It's the only place big enough and secure enough.
And what's that property? Is it a farm or is it a house? Or?
Yeah, it's a farm right on the ACT New South Wales border, on the New South Wales side. And we have our commercial kitchen and storage facility there. That everything we sell at our cafe in the city, we produce there. Gelato, biscotti, slices, cakes. Everything's produced there for the store. So
Well, I've got to come out there.
you should. You should go and interview my dad.
Yeah, I'm going.
You should.
I'm going to. How many kids in the family?
It's 4.
4.
Yeah. We're all married with kids. Today it's 2022. There's 13 grandkids.
Are you kidding?
Yeah, 13 grandkids. The oldest being almost 17. The youngest is 10, I believe. Yeah.
So they're very. It's beautiful to see, isn't it? And what's the family? What's the family name?
Pelle.
Pele. Is
Pelle.
it a good Greek name?
Yeah.
No.
It's not a good Greek name. It's a good Calabrese name, you know.
Well, they were Greeks before, weren't they?
In
Before they were Italian.
Calabria, that's yeah. You can say that. Yes, you can say that.
Anything like this in
In Calabria?
Calabria?
No. Nowhere in the world.
No, in the world.
But yes, no. It's always it's quite satisfying to see people enjoying the concepts and the gelato that we produce ourselves. So the Limo, the Gelato Limo, or Via Dolce Gelato, is an extension of our patisserie in the city.
And who's in Civic?
Tonight,
Yeah.
my mother and father are there.
Hello, how are we going?
Running the show. Yeah.
Are they still running the show, or you're the one running the show?
No.
No?
I just continue to follow orders.
Anyone else following orders in the family?
No.
Just you?
Yeah.
And your daughter?
My daughter's here tonight as well, Mary. Yeah.
Does she follow orders?
She knows what to do.
So it's in her genes, is it?
Yeah, that's right.
So she get it from her grandparents or from you?
Look, I think from me. Yeah, but it's just good to see. Yeah, it's good to see. And I think I think that for myself, I speak for myself. From my perspective, the family is unified through the business, and that's a common link that keeps us all together.
Yeah, I did a video which is I started way back.
Yeah.
There's a Luigi from Little Bigger Discount, an
Yes.
advertising campaign,
Yes, I remember.
and it didn't work, but I was very taken with him, and we actually did his funeral too.
Yeah.
In Monaco.
Yes.
It was beautiful.
Yes.
So many people.
Absolutely. He was a
honoured
very,
him, you know.
very well-respected pioneer of the Calabrian community
Yeah,
at the
Calabrian
time.
too,
Yeah,
wasn't
absolutely. And although I think his father migrated to Australia, so him, Luigi, and his sisters are here because of their father.
Yeah.
So they were a pioneering family. Yeah. Much like even my mum's father. He came in 1951,
Hello, how you going?
and he's been honoured with a street named after him in Mitchell,
You
as
kidding?
well as my father's father. So we're very well settled in Canberra, and we're very honoured that they made that sacrifice to come from a little poor town in southern Italy to come to Canberra for a better life for their generations to come.
They've delivered, haven't they? They've delivered.
Well, the opportunity we've been given, we wouldn't have there. So I've always said, from my perspective, again, if I don't do well in this country, then I'm kicking my grandparents in the teeth. That's how I see it.
Yeah, well, Australia needs people like you in your family, doesn't it? Desperately.
Look, I don't know. We've been brought up to know what respect means and what honour means, and that's the basis of the family. And that's how I live.
What about the video?
The video you're telling me about, I watched it on social media, and it was a tribute to Luigi and his efforts as an entrepreneur in Canberra. The work ethic runs right through the family from top to bottom, and through the next generation as well, with Marcus, his brother, and even I'm more familiar with Johnny and their kids because Kathy is my first cousin, and it runs right through, and they've all, whatever they do, they've always got their father, Luigi, in their mind. That's evident, absolutely.
It was very taken with them, and the story, I thought it was brilliant.
It was a great
very
video,
proud of
great
that.
video, great video.
You're very honoured
It-
with what
it-
you do.
Yeah, it was a great video, and it summed up migration in that era in Canberra and the legacy it's left for the generations that have come after that. Yeah. And there are plenty of stories like that around many families, whether it's Greek, Italian, Lebanese, same. It's the same. It's migration's a beautiful thing.
You know? And it doesn't matter if it's migrants as against refugees, does it?
Exactly right. Everyone's here for an opportunity, and they take it with both hands. Yeah. And that keeps you humble. Absolutely.
Advice is better. Okay.
So the story I'd like to share is a completely true story that, when I tell it, does not deviate from the time that I've told it before. I was married in 2002, and in 2001 I proudly showed my grandfather, my father's father, the house that I bought for my wife and I to start a family. And my grandfather said to me, "Congratulations, when you move in, we're going to graft a branch from my fig tree that I have in the front of my house at Downer. We're going to plant it in your backyard. I said, Nonno, I'll be very honoured to have that in my backyard. A month prior to our wedding, my grandfather passed away.
Right. Before, huh?
A month before. It was actually the week my sister got married. Anyway, later on we got married, moved in, and my father grafted that tree, a branch from the tree, and we planted a fig tree in my backyard. And for me, it was more of an honour to honour my grandfather. But strange things started happening. All of a sudden, we befriended this magpie that used to come and pace around the fig tree. And it used to, the way it was walking around the fig tree was like it had its hands were behind its back, and it was just pacing around. Once, twice, 3 times, dozen times, 2 dozen times. I used to say to my wife and my family, this is Nonno. To the point I saw it scare another bird off the fruit while it was eating it. So it was protecting the tree. Now, a pivotal point in this relationship we developed with this magpie happened on the 1st of December. I remember the 1st of December because it was the day that my wife and I were putting a Christmas tree up in the house. Anyway, the magpie just sat on the barbecue area, just watching us, still, just watching. So I opened the door and I said to the magpie in our dialect, Nonno, and I'll say it in Italian. E saccio che est voi, vi ringrazio che venite guardati, ma ne avete mi faciti un segno che est voi, which translates to I know it's you, I thank you for coming to keep an eye on us and protect us, but I need you to send me a sign that it's you. With those words, the magpie flew away. Later that evening, my wife and I were putting the Christmas tree up in the foyer of our house, and the magpie was now in the front yard. The following morning, I went to put my shoes on outside, and there's a freshly killed mouse on the doormat. So I just flicked it away onto the grass. Didn't think anything of it. Went to work, worked all day, worked all night. Came home at 10 o'clock, went to bed. The next morning, routine, put my shoes on outside. What's going on here? The mouse is back where I found it yesterday. Dead square in the center of this doormat, freshly killed. And I thought to myself, someone's playing a trick on me here. Someone's mucking us around. Went to work, worked all day, worked all night, went back to bed. About to fall asleep, and it hit me to the point where my heart was beating so fast, it was like I was having an attack. My wife said, "Are you alright? Are you having a heart attack? Are you okay?" I couldn't even get the words out of my mouth. She said, "What's wrong?" And I said, "The mouse." She goes, "What about the mouse?" And I said, "The magpie." She said, "What about the magpie?" I said, "The magpie is Nonno, because our family nickname is Surachi, which means mouse." It's a true story. So with that, I wrote a compelling letter to the ACT government expressing the hardships and the sacrifices that all my grandparents went through, and which represented migration at that era from those regions into Canberra and Australia. And I wanted those sacrifices woven into Canberra's fabric, were the words I used in that letter. Within 3 months, I got a letter back from the ACT government. We're naming a street after your grandfather. I was very honoured. I was very honoured.
And what's the name of the street?
Pelle Street. It's in Mitchell.
Pelle Street.
Yeah.
Why Mitchell? Did everything
Yes.
go with Mitchell?
Yes. No. In Mitchell, Mitchell is every suburb in Canberra has a theme. Mitchell's theme is the industrialists. And because they were migrant labourers in this town, in this city, that fell into the category of the industrialists. And it was only fitting that they named a new subdivision in Mitchell, Pelly Street. And later they renamed Bellenden Street after 40 years, Nirta Place, after my mother's father. So you've got Nirta Place, Pelly Street. In between you've got the cemetery where they're both resting today. So they both migrated from San Luca, Reggio Calabria, in the early and late 50s. And they're both in Gungahlin with 2 streets named after them right there. And I thought, I've done my bit to honour and respect what they did for us. Yeah. That's my thing. I'm happy that the government was receptive and sympathetic to the events of the 50s and respected migration in that era. Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah, I'm very proud of that. More so for them that the city that they put their faith into has honoured them back. And only my grandmother, my mother's mother, is the only one to see those street names up. So if they don't know, she'll let them know one day.
They know.
Yeah.
They know.
Yeah. So there you go.
No, I was referring to congratulating you because you're very eloquent. You're very expressive. You're very. They'd be proud to know that you were so eloquent, so good with your words in another language. You know, you just so beautiful, really.
Well,
no arms and no ahs, no hesitation. You tell the story beautifully.
It's a true story, and I'm telling it with passion because it's exactly how it was, exactly how it happened, and I'm forever thankful. Look, I've never seen a dead mouse on my doorstep before, and I've never seen it after that day. So I don't know what to tell you.
That's magnificent, the story you just told me.
It's an absolute true story.
What other stories you got?
God.
Any other stories?